Hey guys, I'm Alan Zirkle with Mr. Z's Music Lessons, and today we're going to do an acoustic guitar tutorial over What Freedom Feels Like by Cody Carnes. And this is a relatively repetitive song, so the lesson for it will be fairly short and sweet. And also there's a link to the tab in the description of the video if you want to check that out. So let's jump into the lesson. We're going to start off with the intro of this, and I'm just going to play through the intro once and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. So here's what it sounds like. And then let me go ahead and show you how to play that. So we're really playing three chords here. We're playing F, G, and A minor. So for our F chord, we'll put our first finger on the first fret of the E string, and then I use my third finger on the second fret of the G string. And I'm finger picking this, so in my right hand I'll play this low E with my thumb, and then I'll play the G string, I'll pluck that with my middle finger. So we have, and then after you play that, you'll hear this kind of percussive sound. So what we're going to do there, we're going to hit the guitar strings, and I just use this part of my hand here, and I just hit the guitar strings for that percussive hit. So it sounds like. So we'll do that after our F chord, and then we'll move up to G. We're going to take that same shape and move it up to the third fret of the E string with the first finger, and then the third finger can play the fourth fret of the G string. And we'll play that, pluck it the same way, except this one doesn't have any hit afterwards. And then for our A minor chord, I use my second finger on the E string, and then my third finger on the fifth fret of the G string. And here we'll pluck this the same way and then do the hit afterwards. Like that. And then we'll come back to G on 3 and 4. And then we're back down to our F, 1 and 2. Then 3 and 4. So far we have. And then after that there's a little riff, and this will be on the fifth fret of the low E string, and I use my third finger to play this, and you can just use your thumb to pluck all of these. So we'll go 5, 5, 5, 3, 5. So that was. And that's really it for the intro. Then for the verse and chorus, we're basically going to play the same thing we played on the intro. So, except we'll leave out that bass riff, so you leave that part out. But we'll start out with an F chord on first fret of the E string and then the second fret of the G string. And this sounds just the same as the intro, so we go. Basically just keep repeating that through the verse and then also for the chorus. So that's it for that part. Then after the chorus you have this kind of acoustic guitar break where all you hear is the acoustic guitar for a few measures. And for this we're going to play an F chord, and we're going to play it a little bit differently, and here we'll strum instead of plucking one note at a time. So for this F chord we'll put our first finger on the low E string, then our third finger will go on the third fret of the A string, and then the second finger will go on the second fret of the G string. And you want to try to mute your D string, and basically your first finger on your left hand can just kind of lay across the strings. That way it'll mute the D string. And we'll just strum from the A string down to the G string with our thumb. So we'll have like that. And then we'll do a hit again. And then take that exact chord shape that you have and move it up 2 frets to where you're playing a G chord, and just strum that the same way. Then for this A minor chord, we'll put our first finger on the third fret of the A string, our third finger on the fifth fret of the low E string, and then our fourth finger on the fifth fret of the G string. And here still we want to mute the D string, just kind of lay that first finger over it so you don't hear it. And again we'll strum this the same way, and then we'll do our hit. So this break sounds like that. So that's one of the harder parts of the song. Just getting those chords down can be a bit challenging. But guys, that's it for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments or anything, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.